5 minutes till airtime stations. 5 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 5 minutes till airtime stations. 5 minutes till airtime. Four minutes till airtime stations. 4 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 4 minutes till airtime stations. 4 minutes till airtime. Three minutes till airtime stations. 3 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 3 minutes till airtime stations. 3 minutes till airtime. Two minutes till airtime stations. 2 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 2 minutes till airtime stations. 2 minutes till airtime. "90 seconds till airtime stations. 90 seconds till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 90 seconds till airtime stations. 90 seconds. On my mark. Mark. 1 minute till airtime stations. 1 minute till airtime. Final remaining queue will be at 15 seconds. "30 seconds on my mark. Mark. 30 seconds stations. "15 seconds till airtime stations. On my mark. Mark. 15 seconds. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
For Penland, catch, shoot, three, up, and it swishes in. CP for three.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Rogers at the free throw line, kicks it out. Alvey into the left corner. Weichel three. Butter. Braylon Weichel flaming hot from the outside.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
We welcome you to Dahlonega, Georgia at North Georgia's Convocation Center, where Carson-Newman is set to finish out its weekend at the Nighthawk Classic, and they'll do it against the 14th rated North Georgia Nighthawks. The Nighthawks are 3-3 and coming off just their third loss of the year and a rare home loss. They've now lost back-to-back home games when you date back to last season. And now Carson-Newman will face the Nighthawks after a 51-50 loss for them yesterday against Lincoln Memorial. And now the Eagles go up against them coming off a 38-point victory over Clayton State last time out. Carson-Newman was spectacular on all cylinders in yesterday's win. The Eagles made 17 triples, their most made three-pointers in a road or neutral site game since January of 2018, when the Eagles made 18 against Mars Hill in a 106-48 victory. The Eagles eclipsed 50% shooting in the win and 90 points or more. Both were the 81st times that the Eagles have reached a 50% shooting day and also a 90-plus scoring day in the Mike Mincy era. The Eagles have now won 37 straight games when reaching 90 points and have 26 straight wins when scoring at least 70 points. The Eagles were really good yesterday, and now they get to face a North Georgia team that is going to be motivated to try to get back in the win column. The Nighthawks are 3-3, led by Buffy Burson in her 32nd season. She has 666 career victories and 12 straight winning seasons with the Nighthawks. Her program has been spectacular, and Carson-Newman's well familiar with the quality that North Georgia has presented over the last several seasons. It's 2-1 Carson-Newman and 3-3 North Georgia from Dahlonega, Georgia. We continue to get you ready for this contest with the AEC countdown to tip-off. Eagle fans, AEC is your local electric co-op service you can trust, value you can depend on, powering Mossy Creek. We're AEC, member-owned, and service-driven. We hear from the head coach, Mike Mincy, after his team's spectacular offensive performance and how they need to get ready to prepare against this North Georgia team on the other side of this break. You're listening to Lady Eagles Hoops here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back here on the AEC countdown to tip-off as Carson-Newman closes the North Georgia Nighthawk Classic against the North Georgia Nighthawks. Andrew Rogers here with the head coach, Mike Mincy on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, from game 2 to 3, you got a full 180 experience, low shooting day, a low scoring day last weekend, and then you turn around and put up 96 points and make 17 threes, shoot above 50%. When you reflect back on yesterday's game, how can you carry that momentum and offensive confidence not only into game 4 but throughout the rest of the year?
Well, I mean, we won the game and we did shoot the ball well, which gives you confidence, but you're playing a completely different opponent. You know, you're playing an opponent that doesn't typically press. They're probably not going to get out of position a whole lot. As you saw the game last night between them and LMU, it was a defensive slugfest, and it's 51-50 game. So I don't anticipate. I could be pleasantly surprised, but I don't anticipate putting up 96 points on North Georgia's floor today. I think it's going to take a great effort on the defensive end. And then at the same time, last year we came down here and scored 59, but we gave up 72. So we want to flip the script. And, getting to 70 would be nice. But in order to do that against North Georgia's defense, we're going to not only be able to score outside, but we're going to have to try to get some inside stuff and get to the free throw line.
You mentioned their defense. What do they do well? You obviously have a nice little sample size because they played in that early tournament. You got to see them in person yesterday. They've got 6 games played so far. What stands out about that defense that'll make it challenging for your offense to score in a multitude of areas?
They're good, on the ball. Individually, they're good on the ball. They switch just about every action, whether it's guard-to-guard handoffs, guard-to-guard screens. It could be off-the-ball stuff. They're going to switch all that. The one area that, we might be able to try to exploit is, screens with our 5 men. And they don't like to come out too high on that one. So, and a lot of teams play that way to where they don't want to get a mismatch completely. But, we went back and saw some success. We had that last year. I think LMU had some success, whether it was with the handler or with the pick and popper. And so, that's one area that we think we might be able to get to possibly. But, again, if you can't get to pick and roll and you got to make shots, you got to make shots. And that's what we talked to them yesterday about was, there's no replacing shot makers. You got to have shot makers. And so there's going to be times in the game where we get shots. It's just a matter, can we make them like we did yesterday?
Andrew Rogers chatting with head coach Mike Mincy here on the Eagles Sports Network, getting ready for North Georgia, who is coach led by 2 really good guards. They've got a lot of good players on this team, but certainly their 2 guards in Caroline Martin, who's been there forever, and then sophomore Avery Jones really spearhead this offense. Martin gets to the free throw line. Jones shoots at a high volume or a high clip. And is coming off a nice little 19-point performance and 4 threes yesterday. What stands out about their backcourt and how they challenge you as you try to defend them?
Well, obviously, Martin's an All-American, and Jones is probably a future All-American. They attempt and make about half of their shots. The other players are good, but they're going to go as Jones and Martin goes. And of course, we know Martin has gone to the free throw line 49 times. That's a lot. That's many times she's getting to the line 7 or 8 times a game, or making 7 or 8, really, probably getting the line more than that. She's just a tough guard, and when they're down and they need a bucket, they're going to get the ball in her hands, and she's going to try to get to the rim and try to make stuff happen. Jones, she got started rough that first game. I think it was against Gannon, but then since then, it's just been lights out for her. I mean, really, if it leaves her hand, it's got a great chance of going in. So got to do a good job against her, which we did last year. I think we did a pretty good job against Martin last year down here. Didn't put her at the free throw line. And then I really think the biggest issue is at guard and Eminer. We obviously aren't huge on the block, but Knuckles has got length and shot blocking ability, but she's outweighed a little bit down there. So that's the one area when they run their horns action and try to get it down low. Are we going to be able to hold serve, or is that something they're going to be able to exploit on us?
Best of luck against the Nighthawks.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's the head coach, Mike Mincy. We're back for more on the AEC Countdown to tip-off after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity. You're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to North Georgia's Convocation Center, one of the best venues in the country at the Division II level, especially in the Southeast region. That's where Carson-Newman's lived. They've played a lot of games here. They played 2 NCAA tournament games here last season. They played the Nighthawks in a non-conference game last year. They've already played once this year, and now they're set to face off against North Georgia in this building for the second straight season. This will be the 18th meeting between these two teams. Carson-Newman has the narrow advantage in the series. It's 9-8, but the Nighthawks have won 4 of the last 5. And 4 of the last 5, though, have been played here in Dahlonega, Georgia. The home teams held serve in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. The last time a road team won in this series, 2018, Carson-Newman won 91-78 on November 17th of the 2018 season. Eagles get their first crack at a ranked team on this Saturday afternoon in Dahlonega, Georgia. Carson-Newman has defeated a ranked team each of the past 9 seasons, but has lost 5 of its past 6 games on the road against ranked teams. Carson-Newman's last road win over a ranked team You must go back to January 12th of the 2022 season. It was an 83-78 overtime victory over, at the time, 21st ranked Catawba College. It's Carson-Newman. It's North Georgia to wrap up the North Georgia Nighthawk Classic. Starting lineups and opening tip-off from the Convocation Center. Head your way after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
Goes up with the right hand, scores, and one.
is Carson-Newman Women's Basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key three for Braylon's up, swished in. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Life, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to Lynn Cottrell Arena at the North Georgia Convocation Center. It's Carson-Newman and the 14th rated North Georgia Nighthawks. Carson-Newman won yesterday in dominating fashion, 96-58. And now the Eagles go up against the North Georgia team, also out of the Peach Belt Conference, that is coming off its third loss of the year. And a 1-point loss. They had a chance to win it at the buzzer against Lincoln Memorial, but Caroline Martin's shot as the horn expired rimmed out, and the Rail Splitters out of the South Atlantic Conference defeated the Peach Belt Conference's team that was picked first in the league, these Nighthawks, who will sound like this throughout today's game. It's a 4-guard, 1-forward lineup for Buffy Burson in her 32nd season. We'll start with a sophomore from Estelle, Georgia, and sophomore guard Anderson transfer Zanae Preston. She averages 6 points per game but was scoreless yesterday. Also in the backcourt, another sophomore from right here locally in Dahlonega, Georgia, Avery Jones. She puts home 14 points per game and hit 4 threes yesterday in a 19-point performance against the Rail Splitters. Also in the backcourt, another transfer guard, this one from Georgia College State University, Hannah Kale, a junior from Savannah, Georgia. The 4-guard lineup rounds out with a graduate student from Cumming, Georgia, 5'7", Caroline Martin, the 2-time All-American, averages 17 points per game in 35 minutes on the floor. The lineup rounds out with a 6'2" junior forward from Macon, Georgia, Kendall Eminer. She had a double-double against Gannon earlier this season and averages 7 points and 6 rebounds per contest. Carson-Newman's starting lineup is the same as it's been for the first 5 games. Or check that, 3 games, sorry. It's the starting lineup of Jennifer Sullivan, Emily Gonzalez, 2 senior guards from Knoxville, Tennessee. Caroline Hills from Kingport, Tennessee. She is a sophomore in the backcourt with 2 junior forwards in the front court, and Maddie Knuckles and Keely Rogers. The official has put the ball into the air. Carson-Newman in the white uniform sees Maddie Knuckles tip it into the backcourt, and the Lady Eagles win possession against the Nighthawks, who are in the visiting blue, despite being the home team. Sullivan around a screen, throws it inside for Knuckles, who makes the catch. Back out front, Rogers. Sullivan wide open for a top-of-the-key 3. It's nothing but net. Jen hits 6 threes, matched her career high in triples yesterday, has her first, and the Eagles off and running 20 seconds in. Kale drives middle, stops in the free throw line, kicks it out to Jones. She pump fakes, throws it inside against Knuckles. It's Eminer trying to go up and got it blocked out of bounds by Knuckles. Possession stays with North Georgia 30 seconds in after Sullivan's three. Left baseline, inbound goes to Kale. Throw it inside. Eminer's met by a double team. Pitches it right corner. Zane Preston drives middle. Second defender sees. She pump fakes around Knuckles and floats it up and in. Nice move by Zane Preston. She did not score yesterday. She starts the scoring for the Nighthawks 45 seconds in. Carson-Newman into the front court. Sullivan around his screen. Pick and pop with Knuckles. Right wing three is in the air. It's nothing but net. 2 swished in threes for Carson-Newman. This one by Knuckles. 6-2 start. CN ahead a minute in. Kale around his screen. Chest pass to Martin. Gives it back to Kale at the right wing. She pump fakes a triple, drives baseline, and Knuckles swats the ball in the pass underneath the cup. Out of bounds. It stays with the Nighthawks. They'll inbound along the baseline. Kale looking for a quick entry. Nothing there. Points for a player to go out toward midcourt, and that's where Martin collects. Martin gives off to Avery Jones, the sophomore from Dahlonega, with a right-hand dribble. Gives it off to Kale. Kale driving middle against Hill. Stops, pump fakes, tries to go to an up and under. Flips it up off the back of the iron. No good. Knuckles boxes out and grabs the rebound. Carson-Newman running. Keely Rogers. Chest pass off to Sullivan. Here's a three in the air. This one's well short. Rebound. A long one out to Caroline Martin. Martin sprints past Rogers. 3-on-2. Long skip. Left corner. Kale three in the air. Spins in and out. Rebound Keely Rogers. Good pace to this one early on. Eagles by 4 in transition. Rogers inside the arc dribbling. Stops. Gives it out. Knuckles. Top of the key. Triples on the way. It's off to the right. Rebound. Out of bounds. Last touch by Carson-Newman. Eagles letting it fly from long range. They made their first 2. They've missed their last 2. But still lead by 4. 6-2 as we come up on 2 minutes into this first quarter. Zane Preston, the sophomore, runs the point. She brings the ball across the timeline. Chest pass, Caroline Martin, foul line extended left wing. Off to Avery Jones, top of the key. Double screen set for her. She drives baseline. Knuckles switches onto her. They pitch it to Martin, throw it inside. Eminer has a switch, shoots over Rogers. Missed the shot, in and out. Rebound Gonzalez. Good defensive start. Gonzalez tried to skip it into the front court, and Caroline Martin deflected it out and away from Jen Sullivan. 7:48 to go first quarter. Eagles by 4 and will inbound in front of North Georgia's bench. Inbound goes to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the point guard, gives it to Rogers. Back to the basket at the left elbow. Gives it off to Knuckles. She's open for a three. This is her third attempt. It's her second miss. Long rebound into the corner to Kale. Jones dribbles across the timeline. The sophomore had 19 yesterday. Drives against Rogers, and Rogers ties her up. That's great individual defense by Keely Rogers against Avery Jones. Tie-up will keep it with the Nighthawks after Carson-Newman won the opening tap. Hannah Kale will inbound, left baseline. Looking, still looking, bounces Eminer, left block. She kicks it back to the inbounder Kale, who lines up a left corner three. It spins home. Hannah Kale was scoreless yesterday as well. She buries a triple at 6-5. CN still in front as Gonzalez sprints into the painted area. Right-hand hook over Preston is good. Nice take by Emily inside. A right-hand jump hook off glass. Increases Carson-Newman's lead back to 3. 3 minutes in. Caroline Martin reverses to the right corner. Preston faces up against Gonzalez. Step back 3, right corner. It's in the air. It's buckets. Good-looking stroke from Zane Preston on that jump shot. We're tied at 8. Sullivan quickly into the front court. Driving middle around Martin. Left-hand layup. High off glass. Too strong with the layup. Rebound Caroline Martin. Nighthawks running. And Rogers intercepts the pass into the front court. Keely rips through. Left-hand layup in the lane. Off glass is good. Crafty take from Keely Rogers gives Carson-Newman the lead back by 2. The Nighthawks quickly into the front court. Jones triple off to the right. Rebound. Not controlled by Carson-Newman along the baseline, and so North Georgia will keep it and make their first sub of the game. It's a sophomore forward, a USC Aiken transfer, Riley Simmons. Takes the place of Martin. 6:30 to go, first quarter inbound to Simmons, right elbow. She spins against Rogers, kicks it out. Jones, one more left corner. Preston, the Anderson transfer, crosses over against Gonzalez, drives by her, shoots a shot off glass and scores. What a start for Zane Preston. She has 7 to lead all scorers, and we're tied again at 10. Back and forth start to this first quarter after Carson-Newman jumped out to a 6-2 lead. Rogers left elbow to Caroline Hill, foul line extended left wing. Triple threat position, now puts it on the floor, around a Knuckles screen, stops at the free throw line, throws it to a back-cutting Knuckles for a right-hand reverse layup. Good find. Caroline Hill the assist, Knuckles his second field goal. And Carson-Newman goes back in front by 2 points, 12-10. We're just over 4 minutes in. Jones reverses right corner, Simmons. Throw it inside, Emmener's got position against Knuckles and kisses it off the glass and good. Offense for both sides has fared well. Both teams shooting above 50%. We're tied at 12, 5.5 to go first quarter. Keely Rogers around a Knuckles screen. Pick and pop. Knuckles pump fakes a three. Drives right around Emmener for a left-hand layup. Left it short, though. Rebound Emmener. Preston tried a behind-the-back dribble. Lost it. But is able to recover in the backcourt. And now we'll bring it across the timeline against Gonzalez's defense. Dribble handoff left wing with Jones. Out front, Hannah Kale around a screen. Driving left and try to shot off glass. No. Gets her own miss. Puts it back up. It spins in and out. Rebound Maddie Knuckles. Knuckles is outlet, stolen by Preston. Preston the steal. She missed the layup, tips it out toward midcourt where Kale will get it. Kale drives inside. She hits the deck and is fouled with 4:53 to go in the first quarter. A couple of missed bunnies on both ends brings us to a media break after Carson-Newman and the game's first foul on Keely Rogers brings us to a break. 12 all, both teams faring well from the field. Both teams have made 5 baskets and a couple of triples. Has us tied at 12. It's Carson-Newman and North Georgia battling here to conclude the Nighthawk Classic on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
We welcome you back to North Georgia's Convocation Center at Lynn Cottrell Arena. 12 all the score. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Out of the break, Jaylee Storr into the game for the first time. Dishes out. Simmons now gives to Preston, and she traveled. Thought Simmons was going to be ready for another pass, and she was not. And it's a turnover. Gives it back to Carson-Newman, who is tied with North Georgia and making changes for the first time. Maddie Knuckles and Caroline Hill get their first breathers. Freshman Chloe Heath into the game along with Carly Hayworth for Carson-Newman. Eagles bring it up the floor. Sullivan's got the ball at the right wing. Around a screen, gets a switch with Storr guarding her. Driving to the right block, floats one up short. Offensive rebound. Sullivan puts it back up, no good. It's loose in the lane, and Preston for North Georgia's got it, sprinting into the front court. Long skip. Jones driving to the paint, puts it up and is fouled. Our game's first free throws are going to come at the 4:24 mark as Carly Hayworth dinged for the first foul. In her time on the floor, it's Carson-Newman's second team foul, and free throws coming for sophomore standout Avery Jones. First free throw well short. She averages 33 minutes per game. Her and Caroline Martin engineer this North Georgia offense. They take about half the team's shots and score half the team's points on average this year. She splits a pair, but North Georgia has its first lead. 3 ties, and now our first lead change in the opening frame. Into the left corner, Carly Hayworth turns down a 3, gives to Gonzalez. Now out front, Rogers. Rogers dribble handoff with Sullivan. Throw it to Chloe Heath, and she got fouled. Got pushed as she went to catch the ball at the right elbow by Jaylee Storr. The graduate student from Georgia College in her second season with the Nighthawks commits her first and North Georgia's first of the quarter. Inbound right baseline, Carly Hayworth. Looks, gets it in, Sullivan. Sullivan to Rogers. Rogers right-hand dribble, spins in the lane, spins back to her left shoulder. gives it off to the baseline. Chloe Heath spins in the lane against Storr, but traveled. Made the basket, but took an extra step to get to good positioning at the left block. And Carson-Newman commits its second turnover. Both teams have just 2 turnovers here in this opening quarter. 13-12. Preston will walk it up the floor for Buffy Burson's team. She crosses the timeline, crosses over, right-hand dribble at the right wing, gives to Storr. Top of the key. Storr looks, gives to the right wing for Kale. Kale's hit a triple, comes around a screen, driving against Hayward, stops, kicks it out. Simmons pump fakes a 3. Cross-court skip. Preston with 7. She'll launch a 3 and bury another. Zane Preston has 10 points. She was scoreless yesterday. And now North Georgia has a 4-point lead. Chloe Heath, deep 2 from the left corner, is too strong. Rebound Riley Simmons. Nighthawks have scored 6 straight, led by Preston. Simmons, left side, Kale. Kale driving middle against Hayworth, has it swatted away. It's a nice defensive play by Hayworth. The steal, Rogers up with it, 5-on-4. Rogers sprinting in the lane, goes right corner for a pass to Sullivan. Triple, swish. Jennifer Sullivan's second 3 snaps a 2.5-minute scoring drought, and the Eagles within 1. Less than 3 to go in the first. Preston left side, drives by Gonzalez, now steps back for a long 2. Left that one short, it was online. Rebound was fought for by Storr, but Gonzalez ripped it away. Eagles can regain the lead. Gonzalez transition right around Storr, right-hand layup, left it short. Rebound by Storr, and she was fouled by 2 Eagles. One of them will get dinged for the foul. It's on Chloe Heath. Her and Gonzalez were trying to double after the missed layup. And it's Chloe Heath committing her first and Carson-Newman's third of the period. Madeline Ladd into the game for the first time for CN. Rogers gets her first breather. Caroline Martin back to the floor, along with Kendall Eminer. 16-15. Nighthawks have the lead, and they've got the ball. Moving left to right. Jones around a left wing screen. Chest pass Storr. Now off to the right wing. Caroline Martin. Entry pass stolen by Carly Hayworth. Carly came from the backside to rip it away on the entry feed. Hayworth sprints it up the floor and gives to Sullivan. Jen's got 6 points to lead the Eagles. Steps into a left elbow shot and buries it over the outstretched arms of Riley Simmons. 5 straight for Jen, 5 straight for CN. And the Eagles are back in front. Jaylee Storr to Riley Simmons, left corner. Caroline Martin with 2 to play. One-hand pass. Hayworth, another steal. Stepped into the passing lane. Carly's second steal. Jen walks it up the floor against Martin's defense. Eagles by a point. Sullivan around a screen, driving middle. Kicks it, picking a pop. It's a Chloe Heath 3, and she rolls it through the front of the iron. Sullivan play makes that time on the pick and pop with Chloe Heath. Her first triple of her Carson-Newman career. It's an 8-0 run, and the Eagles lead by 4. Jones driving middle, dishes right corner. Storr, 90 seconds to go in the first. Jones lining up a right wing 3. It's buckets over the outstretched arm of Carly Hayworth, a contested triple. And it's 20-19. Both teams have hit 4 triples in this opening frame. Quality display of basketball on both ends right now. Pass to Heath at the free throw line, gives it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gives it back to Heath. She hit one from that same spot at the right wing. This one's off to the left. Rebound Storr. 60 seconds to play in the frame. The Nighthawks can go back in front this trip down. Caroline Martin has it. She drives right on Sullivan. Stops, goes left corner for Storr. Storr gets around Gonzalez. Has her dribble back tapped by Gonzalez. The Eagles come up with a steal. Transition, no numbers. Ladd will pull it up and give to Sullivan. Sullivan to Carly Hayworth. She pump fakes a right wing 3, drives to the basket, fakes a pass, but missed the left-hand layup. Faked the pass, went up for the layup, missed it. Storr brings it across the timeline safely and gives to Caroline Martin. 7-second difference between the timers. Under 30 seconds to play. Storr throws it away. Madeline Ladd into the passing lane for the steal. Eagles can hold for the final shot. Sullivan steps into a right wing 3. No hesitation. Hits the back of the iron. No good. Eminer the rebound. 12 seconds. Now North Georgia can hold for the final shot. 8 seconds. Eagles get back defensively. Martin looks up at the clock. 5 seconds. Top of the key. Right-hand dribble around his screen. Can't get around Sullivan. Puts up a shot. It doesn't go. And that's the end of the first quarter. Martin was trying to draw a foul and did not get one. Eventful first quarter here inside of North Georgia's Convocation Center. Back in fourth frame. There were 3 ties, a couple of lead changes, and both teams made 4 triples. It's Carson-Newman with the narrow 1-point advantage, 20-19 at the end of one. We're back for the second after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Glad to welcome you back to Dahlonega, Georgia, where Carson-Newman is battling with the 14th rated North Georgia Nighthawks. These two teams will meet for the second straight season, and they'll meet again Tuesday in Holt Fieldhouse, Carson-Newman's home opener against these Nighthawks. And it'll be back-to-back meetings. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Carson-Newman ball to start the second quarter. Rogers driving right, spins in the lane, throws up a left-hand hook shot. No. Rebound deflected by Knuckles, but it goes to Caroline Martin for North Georgia. Martin inside the arc driving against Sullivan. Sullivan's played great defense, kicks it out to Avery Jones for a three. This one's short. Rebound, Jennifer Sullivan, as she sprints near the midcourt line and will set up the Eagles offense 30 seconds into the second frame. She crosses over around a screen. Pick and pop Knuckles. It's not there. Maddie drives into the lane. Had her pass deflected out by Ava McLaughlin, a junior forward into the game for the first time. Possession will stay with the Lady Eagles. Carly Hayworth's given Carson-Newman good minutes. She inbounds with a lob to Sullivan left wing. Rogers has it, now gives it back. Sullivan, top of the key three. Got partially blocked by Simmons. Rebound, North Georgia, and they sprint into the front court. Pass into the corner, Simmons. Back out Jones. Ball reversed to the left side for Kale. Avery Jones has a triple. Gives it back to Kale, who's also drilled one. She drives to inside the arc this time, but Caroline Hill rips the ball away on Kale's way up. Eagles transition. Sullivan, overhead pass to Rogers. Four starters out there with Hayworth. Knuckles launches a left wing three. It's off the mark. Keely Rogers offensive rebound. They call a jump ball. Rogers clearly had possession there, but they're going to say Martin got her hands in there to tie up possession. Jennifer Sullivan's going to get her first rest as Emily Gonzalez returns. The possession arrow favors North Georgia, so it's Nighthawks ball, and a Carson-Newman missed shot leads to the Nighthawks getting possession. So it's Hayworth, Hill, Gonzalez, Rogers, Knuckles, the five for CN. Preston will walk it up the floor left to right. She's got a game-high 10. Gives it to Caroline Martin, the All-American scoreless right now. Kale pump fakes, goes to the basket on Hill. Caroline fouled her, and Kale made the basket and one. Kale just had a half step on Hill and did enough to shoot the shot off glass and score it, plus the foul. First on Caroline Hill, the first on Carson-Newman, and a chance for a three-point play. We take our fourth lead change already. The free throw is good. 22-20. Nighthawks 2-point lead. Carson-Newman ball. Gonzalez around his screen. The senior dishes off to Hayworth, right wing. Handoff with Rogers. Right-hand dribble inside the arc. Crosses over. Bounces to Maddie Knuckles. Gives it back to Rogers. Right wing three is in the air. This one's long. Offensive rebound, Gonzalez. She's double-teamed in the lane. Needs help. Pitches it out. Carly Hayworth, 28-footer in the air. Off to the left. Rogers offensive rebound. Pump fakes, goes back up. The shot goes in and out. Offensive rebound, Gonzalez. Third chance. Gonzalez flips it up. It doesn't go. And Preston comes away with it for North Georgia. A multitude of chances. The Eagles can't pay it off with several offensive rebounds. Transition. Nighthawks score on an Avery Jones step-back jump shot. 24-20. Nighthawks have the last 8 points and a 4-point lead. Rogers Around the top of the key screen, drives middle, kicks to Hayworth at the right wing. Curley, in and out dribble, but goes between the legs, drives to Knuckles, gives it out. Caroline Hill, pump fakes a three. Hill to the basket, right-hand layup is up and good. A scoring drought of 4 minutes for Carson-Newman ends with a Caroline Hill driving layup. 2-point game, 7:25 to go. Second quarter. Martin, no hesitation on a long three, swish. That was an in-rhythm three. No, Carson-Newman did nothing to disrupt that shot for Martin, and North Georgia has its largest lead of 5, 27-22. Gonzalez around his screen. Turns down the shot, gives to Curley Hayworth. Hayworth triple handoff with Rogers. Rogers crosses over, gets to the basket, puts it up off glass. It spins in and out, and a foul called. Some unlucky bounces on these North Georgia rims, as Rogers will get 2 free throws. It'll be Carson-Newman's first free throws of the game. Didn't see the official signal to the scorers table who had the foul, and they are a little delayed getting it. Now they do get it. It was on Caroline Martin. First on Martin, just the second by North Georgia in this game, as Rogers swishes home the first free throw on her 6th attempt of the year. Rogers had 10 points yesterday. Lines up the second one. It's good. 3-point game, 7 to play, second quarter. Carson-Newman's pressing now. 2-2-1 pressure. Nighthawks have their starters in. Preston doubled, picks up the dribble, goes up the sideline. Jones long skip into the front court. Kale. Eagles recover defensively, and the Nighthawks will set up in the half court. Martin pump fakes a three, bounces a pass for Jones. Right-hand dribble into the lane, kicks out Kale. She pump fakes a three, drives middle on Rogers, puts a shot up. No. Rebound, Keely Rogers. Keely's got 5 rebounds to lead the Eagles here in the opening half. Right-hand dribble gives to the trailing Caroline Hill. She pump fakes a three. Gets around a Rogers screen and gives to Sullivan. Jen has a team-high 8 around a screen, steps into a free throw line shot off to the left. Rebound, Caroline Martin. Sullivan's got 8 points, but it's come on 10 shots. Jones, right corner, gives to Preston. Preston's got 10. Driving, spinning on Gonzalez, puts it up off glass, no, but a foul. Zane Preston's been a tough guard for Carson-Newman in this opening half. She has 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting and is going to try to add to that with a pair of free throws with 6:11 to go in the opening half. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years is Magaha Electric, the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electric contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Free throw good from Preston. 4-point North Georgia lead. They've led by as many as 5. Carson-Newman's led by as many as 4. Neither team has gone on a run more than 8 points. And neither team's led by more than 5. And that's what North Georgia leads by right now. 6:11 and counting to go second quarter. Riley Simmons back to the floor for UNG. She defends Rogers. Ball's in the hands of Sullivan right now at the top of the key. And we've got a foul underneath. Low foul game so far, but North Georgia's got more now in this second quarter than they had the entire first. Second team foul is on Zane Preston. Her first team foul, number 2. Inbound Gonzalez, right baseline. Looks for a pass. Nighthawks switching everything. They throw it into Sullivan, right wing. She catches the ball against Eminer around his screen. Driving to the basket, skip corner pass to Gonzalez, back out front, Rogers. Good defending by UNG, 10 to shoot. Rogers bounces for Knuckles. Knuckles steps into a free throw line shot. It's up and no good. Rolls off the front of the iron. Rebound Simmons. Outlet pass to Preston at the midcourt line. 5:40 and counting. Preston looks back at our head coach, Buffy Burson, and gets the play call. They reverse it. Jones, right wing. Jones driving middle against Rogers. Tries to go in up and under. Stops in the lane. Bounces for a cutting Kale, who flips it up. But a traveling violation called first. Basket would have counted, but a travel on Kale is North Georgia's 7th turnover. 5.5 to go in this second quarter, a quarter that North Georgia has held Carson-Newman to just 1 made basket in 10 tries. Eagles have missed 12 of their last 13 shots. Caroline Hill, left wing. Eagles need a basket on this trip. Rogers, top of the key. Crossover dribble, steps into a top of the key 3. This is off to the right. Rebound collected by Jones. Carson-Newman is 4 of 14 from 3 after making its first 2. Kale, top of the key, rips through, goes behind the back against Gonzalez, drives to the block, but traveled again. It's back-to-back traveling violations on the junior transfer. Hannah Kale, the Georgia College transfer commits back-to-back turnovers, and it brings us to a break. Probably a good break because Mike Mincy's team is scoreless in 2 minutes. It has missed 13 of its last 14 shots. But for CN's sake, it's only a 5-point game. We're 4 minutes and 57 seconds away from halftime. North Georgia has the lead on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Carson-Newman's offense was cooking early in this game, as was both teams' offenses. But Carson-Newman shot 40% in the first quarter, has now missed 10 of its 11 shots in this second quarter. But the deficit is only 5. So the Lady Eagles move it right to left into the front court. Gonzalez gives to Maddie Knuckles. Hand off for Rogers. She spins in the lane, met by a double team, and launches it into the first row. I think double team caught her by surprise, so her pass was a little errant. And it leads to Carson-Newman's 4th turnover. Preston brings it front court for the Nighthawks. Off to the left side, Jones, left corner, Simmons. Now Simmons dribbles and hands off for Kale. She jab steps, goes inside the arc, dishes out front, Simmons. Riley Simmons dribbles, gives to Kale. Clock down to 9. Nothing doing right now for UNG. Kale in and out dribble to the baseline. Caroline Hill deflected it away. Good individual defense once again by Carson-Newman, especially on this trip. First rest of the quarter for Keely Rogers here at the 4:18 mark. Sybil Penland into the game for the first time. They throw it inside. High post Eminer, 2 to shoot. Preston doesn't realize it. Tried to dance and get by Gonzalez and should have just caught the pass in the corner and shot it, but didn't realize the timer. North Georgia has 3 consecutive possessions that have led to turnovers, but Carson-Newman's not been able to cut into this 5-point deficit during this time. Gonzalez around a double screen. Still dribbling. In and out dribble inside the arc. Gets in the lane. Dribbling. Now kicks right wing. Maddie Knuckles needs the 3. It's short. Rebound deflects around. And it's kept in play by North Georgia. Carson-Newman has missed 14 of its last 15 shots. Jones, top of the key. Right-hand dribble to the baseline. Looking for help. Bounces to Eminer, but the pass deflected out. 30-39 to go second quarter. Caroline Martin returning for UNG. So Carson-Newman's scoreless for 3 minutes. It has just 4 points, 2 from the free throw line and only 1 made field goal in this second quarter. But it's only down 5 because North Georgia's on a near 3-minute drought. Martin inbounds Eminer right elbow. She pump fakes a 3. Now dribbles and hands off for Caroline Martin at the right wing. Martin between the legs dribble, driving in the lane, pounced it off her foot. It ends up right for Eminer on a jump shot. She missed it. Offensive rebound, Martin. Second chance. Preston pump fakes a 3. 1 more to Jones, left wing, triple short. Long rebound, Hill. Lynn on the basket on both ends right now. Eagles running in transition. 1 more right corner, Gonzalez. She drives baseline, spins, met by a second defender, dribbles away from it, goes to Sybil Penland. Penland driving to the basket. Lost it on the way up, dishes into the corner, but it was deflected. And it'll stay with Carson-Newman. The offense is hectic right now for CN as Carly Hayworth's going to come into the game for Caroline Hill. Carly Hayworth had a career-high 11 points in yesterday's game. Chloe Heath is also sprinting into the game. Out goes Maddie Knuckles. So more changes for the Eagles. You've got 2 freshmen, 2 seniors, and a junior on the floor right now for Mike Mincy's team. Inbound Heath, bounce for Sullivan, top of the key. Throw it inside, left block. Gonzalez backing down Simmons. Right-hand jump hook off glass, too strong. The drought continues, but North Georgia couldn't collect the miss. Carson-Newman has missed 15 of its last 16 shots. Last weekend against against Lander, Carson-Newman on a stretch where it missed 18 of 19 shots and still found a way to win. Sullivan top of the key. Pump fakes a three, gives to Chloe Heath. Back to Sullivan. Jen jab steps, drives by Eminer, goes into the lane, lost the ball, comes back up with it. One more left corner. Hayworth pump fakes, gives to Gonzalez. 7 to shoot. Emily into the lane, right hand shot. No, but a foul. Another hectic sequence, but the Eagles bailed out by Caroline Martin's second personal foul at the 2:40 mark. North Georgia's third of the quarter, and Emily Gonzalez will try to break up a 4.5-minute scoring drought here in the second. Gonzalez spins the basketball in her hands, and the first free throw is up and good. Carson-Newman's perfect from the stripe so far. As Buffy Burson's going to turn to Maddie Millar here at the next potential whistle. She did not make it to the scores table by the time Gonzalez got the ball and drills the second free throw. Maddie Millar is a grad student from North Florida. She will take the place of Caroline Martin, who goes to the bench with 2 fouls. 2:40 to play. Carson-Newman has missed 15 of its last 16 shots, but is only down 3 because of its defense. North Georgia in this quarter is 3 of 8 and has turned it over 5 times. Nearly another one. Heath is after it at midcourt. The ball goes into the backcourt where Avery Jones tracks it down. Carson-Newman wanted a foul. Jones into the front court, gives Preston right wing 3 in the air. It's swished in. Inbound Gonzalez into the front court. 6-point game. Nighthawks have their best lead, the biggest lead. Carly Hayworth, right wing, dribbles, gives to Sullivan, trying to answer the 3 and does. A big bucket from Jen, her third triple. Carson-Newman had missed 15 of its last 16 shots. Preston trying to answer back, misses the floater short. Defensive rebound, Sybil Penland. Eagles can tie the game with a 3-point field goal. We're under 2 to play in the half. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble to the free throw line, drives by. Preston goes up with a shot and got fouled by Zane Preston. Nice little burst in this game as Gonzalez draws the second on Preston. So foul trouble a little bit right now for North Georgia. Preston and Martin, 2 of their key players, have 2 fouls. Gonzalez back to the free throw line where she drills another one. She's 3 for 3 and has 5 points in the game, 32-30. Gonzalez has the basketball back, pitches the next one up and through. 32-31, Carson-Newman's within 1. Has only led at 1 point in this second quarter. That was a 1-point advantage just 1 minute and 9 seconds into the frame. To the right wing, it's Millar giving to Simmons, right corner, 90 ticks to play in the quarter. Jones back out front, Simmons. Halfway through this possession, Simmons right wing, guarded by Penland, gives it back to Kale. Timer down to 9. Millar skips for Kale. She fires up a 3. It's too strong. Rebound, Eminer for North Georgia, and she got fouled in the painted area. Just the third team foul, but North Georgia will get an extra possession here. Gonzalez picks up her second foul, third player in the game with 2 fouls. She will exit, and in comes Caroline Hill. So North Georgia, after shooting 57% from 3 and 40 from the field in the first, is just 36 from the field and has only made 2 threes in the second quarter. The shooting percentages are way down in this second quarter. The scoring is way down as well. Inbound right elbow, Simmons looking for the entry to Eminer. Double team goes there, kick it into the corner. Millar triple is too strong. Rebound, defensive rebound for Chloe Heath. Carson-Newman can go back in front as Carly Hayworth brings it into the front court. Carly around his screen, pick and pop with Heath. She pump fakes a 3, dribbles and hands off for Sullivan. 60 seconds to play in the half. Sullivan driving to the right block, floats a shot off the side of the backboard, no, and then taps the ball back out to Carly Hayworth. Shot clock reset. It did not hit the rim, though. Hit the side of the backboard. And so they're going to have to do some adjusting with the shot clock on this sequence. Both teams have done a really good job of defending on dribble drives. And most of the time, both of these teams are going to play 4-guard lineups on the floor. And so that requires a lot of individual defending, but then you need help defenders to be in the right position in certain occasions, and that's what North Georgia did to alter that Sullivan shot. 8 seconds are put on the timer. They give it to Sullivan with 5. She drives in the painted area, flips one up, and got fouled by Maddie Millar. 15 foul was a shooting foul, and Jennifer Sullivan's going to the free throw line for CN. Sullivan to the line. Carson-Newman's been good from the line. Half of the team's points in this second quarter are from the stripe. First one's up and in and out. First miss from the free throw line is by Sullivan, who shoots 85% this season. Second one up. Good. Swish. 32 all. CN has the last 6 over the last 100 seconds of this game. 32 all. Kale. Pressure. Hands off for Jones. We come up on 30 seconds to play. Eagles get a stop. They can hold for the final shot of the half. Should they get a stop and get the ball back? Jones dribbles at the head of the key. In and out dribble, gives to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Throw it inside. Eminer the catch, and she got fouled by Chloe Heath. Good little action there. They set a back screen on Heath, or checked it on Sybil Penland, and then forced Heath to sprint over and foul Eminer. That was the best chance she had of keeping Eminer from an easy 2. So free throws coming with 18 seconds left in the quarter. First one in the air. It's up. It's good. Switched in by Kendall Eminer. She has 3 points in this game. Plays 22 minutes a game. Their tallest player at 6'2". She bangs in both free throws, 34-32. Carson-Newman's going to hold for the final shot. Mike Mincy is moving both his hands, orchestrating the set. Sullivan walks it across the timeline. 10 seconds. Jen at the head of the key with 7 around a Heath screen, met by 2 defenders, picks up the dribble, gives to Carly Hayworth, 3 and 2. Hayworth to the basket, flips it up, and it's no good. Rebound Simmons, end of the first half. Carson-Newman is probably thankful it's only a 2-point halftime deficit because the Lady Eagles shoot below 20%. They shoot 2 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. And it's only a 2-point game, and the Eagles were only outscored by 3 in the frame. Carson-Newman found some offense from the free throw line to survive an abysmal shooting second quarter. But a good start put CN in this position and quality defense throughout, as Carson-Newman down just 2 points against 14th rated North Georgia at the break. Halftime report heads your way from the Convocation Center at Lynn Cottrell Arena after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey, Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagles halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, glad to have you back courtside in Dahlonega, Georgia, where Carson-Newman trails the 14th rated North Georgia Nighthawks at intermission. It is 34-32. What's at stake for Carson? Well, it's trying to win against a ranked team on the road for the first time since the spring of 2022, January 2022. A road win over Catawba that season was Carson-Newman's last road win against a ranked team. That's what North Georgia is. They're rated 14th in the latest WBCA coaches poll, and they have a 2-point lead on Carson-Newman here in Dahlonega, Georgia at the halftime break, 34-32. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located at the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all of your Carson-Newman apparel for brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. 34-32 is the score. Let's tell you how we got to this point. The first few minutes of this one, really the first quarter, was fun between these two teams. Few fouls and just high-quality scoring on both ends of the floor. Carson-Newman made its first two shots of the contest. They were three-pointers by Jennifer Sullivan and Maddie Knuckles, and the Eagles jumped out to a 6-2 lead, which would turn out to be Carson-Newman's largest lead at 4 points in this opening half. North Georgia would settle in. They got a nice first half from Zanae Preston. She was scoreless in yesterday's loss to Lincoln Memorial, and she erupts for a quality first half that started with a pair of driving layups and a three-point basket to tie the game at 8 and then 10 and 12. 4 minutes into the game. After it was tied at 12, North Georgia would score the next 4 points and take a 4-point lead. Zanae Preston buried her second three of the half to make it 16-12. But Carson-Newman would respond and close the end of the first quarter by scoring 8 of the final 10 points, including an 8-0 run to lead by a point at the end of the first quarter. But it was North Georgia throwing the first punch in the second quarter. 5 straight for the Nighthawks made it a 4-point game. They led by as many as 5 in that second quarter. By as many as 6 after Zanae Preston buried another triple with the 2:22 mark of the period. It was 32-26, but CN closed the quarter and the half well by scoring 6 of the final 8. Jennifer Sullivan snapped a field goal drought with a 3-pointer at the 2-minute mark, and then free throws by Sullivan and Gonzalez made up the other 3 points to bring Carson-Newman tied with North Georgia before Eminer buried a couple of free throws to give North Georgia the 2-point halftime lead. Zanae Preston leads the Nighthawks with 15 points on 5 of 8 shooting. She has 3 triples. Avery Jones, Caroline Martin, and Hannah Kale also have 3-point field goals for a Nighthawks team shooting 36% from the field and 46% from 3-point range. They buried 6 threes to Carson-Newman's 5. Jennifer Sullivan has 3 of those 5 Carson-Newman triples and has 12 points to pace of the Eagles on 4 of 12 shooting. Maddie Knuckles has 5 points and a 3-point field goal. Chloe Heath has her first career 3 off the bench. She is the only bench player to score for Carson-Newman. She buried her first career 3 in the second quarter, or at the end of the first quarter, rather, to make up Carson-Newman's 5 made threes. The Eagles, though, are shooting just 28% from the field, 10 of 36 from the field, but got to the free throw line in the second quarter when they were just 2 of 16 from the field. Mike Mincy's crew made 7 free throws in 8 attempts to stay within reach of this stingy and quality North Georgia team here at the break. Nighthawks have coughed it up 9 times. Carson-Newman has just 4 turnovers, but North Georgia scored on 3 of those 4 Carson-Newman turnovers. So, however, even though the turnover margin favors Carson-Newman's way, North Georgia has made up for some of those turnovers by turning Carson-Newman's minimal mistakes into points in the first half. Nighthawks have a +6 advantage on the glass as well. It's 34-32 here at halftime at the Convocation Center. We'll take a break and tell you how Carson-Newman men's basketball fared. They were on the road at Lander earlier this afternoon in Greenwood, South Carolina. We'll update you on that score when we return courtside to the Convocation Center after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Trilight is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Trilight. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey, Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Andrew Rogers back courtside at Lynn Cottrell Arena at UNG's Convocation Center. 34-32, 14th rated Nighthawks have a 2-point advantage over Mike Mincy's Lady Eagles. Chuck Benson's men's basketball team put together a nice performance today, securing a road victory to improve to 3-0 for the second time in the past 3 seasons. 74-61 was the final score, and it was a big day from Jack Browner. He put in a good shift, a full 40-minute game for him, and he paid it off well with a 30-point, 15-rebound double-double. He made 10 of his 21 shots and buried 5 triples to pace a Carson-Newman team that shot 46% to secure a 13-point road win. Carson-Newman was stout defensively, held Lander to just 5 threes and 20% shooting from the 3 and only 35% shooting from the field, and just 61 points. Good day for Carson-Newman. Everybody that played scored, but nobody else had double figures other than Browder's 30 and 15 to give Carson-Newman a 3-0 record now after a 13-point road win. Around the South Atlantic Conference, Belmont Abbey in overtime over Lenore Rhine. The Crusaders lost earlier in the week to Anderson, but it's Belmont Abbey by 3 over Lenore Rhine in overtime, 86-83. Aaliyah L. had 23 for the Bears. Elsewhere in the South Atlantic Conference, Lincoln Memorial secured a double-digit victory earlier today against Clayton State. The Rail Splitters are 4-0, and they swept the weekend here at the Nighthawk Classic after defeating North Georgia yesterday, 51-50. Coker defeats Fayetteville State. They nip by them 58-49 in a low-scoring game there. The Cobras on the road for the first time this year outscored Fayetteville State by 20 points in the middle quarters to secure the 9-point victory. UVA Wise suffered A loss to Concord today at home. High-scoring game goes to Concord, 91-78, over the Highland Cavaliers. Carson-Newman trails at the break for the second time in 4 games. It's a 2-point deficit as the Lady Eagles are back on the floor warming up for the second half. We'll take our final break and return courtside to Lynn Cottrell Arena. It's 32-34 as we get set for the second half after these messages. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
To need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, losing her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Carson-Newman inbounds the ball, and the second half is underway. Eagles move left to right in the second half of play. Keely Rogers has the ball, top of the key, gives to a cutting Sullivan. She floats up one shot up into the lane. It's no good. Then takes it away from Eminer. Gives it back into the corner. It's Sullivan driving to the block. Puts the shot up high off glass and scores. Difficult take by Jen. She missed her initial shot, ripped it away from Eminer, then went right back to the cup and kissed it off the glass for 2. 34 all, 30 seconds into the third. Preston dribble handoff. Kale missed 8 shots in 10 attempts in the first half. Dribbling, now hands off. Martin launches a long 3. It swishes in. Caroline Martin's only attempted 3 shots. 2 of them have been 3. She's made both of those. And North Georgia's back in front by 3. Gonzalez to Sullivan. Foul line extended right wing. Sullivan around a screen. Pick and pop with Knuckles. She turns down a 3. Euro step in the lane. Floats it up off glass. No, but a foul. And if it's on Zane Preston, who was playing help side defense, that would be her third. And it is her third foul. So her and Martin did not play the final few minutes of the first half with foul trouble. And now decision time for Buffy Burson's leading scorer, Zane Preston. Just 57 seconds into the third. Knuckles' first free throw is up too strong. Back iron miss. For now, Preston will stay in the game. This is a mix of youth and experience on Buffy Burson's roster. You've got the most experienced player on the team in Caroline Martin, playing 36 minutes a game. And then you've got 2 sophomore guards and 2 junior players in guard Kale and a forward Eminer to make up with this experience. Drive by Jones, pass Knuckles, in the right-hand layup from the left side is good. After rejecting the screen, got around Rogers for 2. 39-35. 80 seconds into the third. Gonzalez around his screen. Right-hand dribble to the block. Falls down. Maintains her dribble on the ground and then throws it out from the ground to Sullivan. Sullivan, pick and pop with Knuckles. Right wing three is in the air. Looks good. It's off to the left, though. Offensive rebound, Rogers, but had it poked away by Preston. Preston lobs front court for Avery Jones. Numbers for the Nighthawks, 4 on 3. Jones to Kale. One more. Martin, right corner, 3 in the air. Short. Rebound, Rogers. Keeley's 6th rebound to lead Carson-Newman. Right-hand dribble for the junior forward, and she'll bounce it for Gonzalez. Mike Mincy wants to run a set in the half court. His team has made just 3 of its last 19 shots in the game. Knuckles fakes a handoff at the top of the key, looks for a backdoor. It's not there. Crosses over, going to the basket against Eminer. Got fouled on her flip shot up from the right side. And free throws coming for the Chatsworth, Georgia native, Maddie Knuckles. Knuckles has the speed advantage against the 6'2 Eminer and drew that foul because of her speed to get by the forward and draw 2 free throws. First one's up and good. Swished in by Maddie Knuckles. She has 2 of Carson-Newman's 4 points in this third quarter. The next one's in the air, and it's good as well. Swished in. Maddie has 8. It's back to a 2-point game, 39-37. We've just crossed 2 minutes into this period. Jones, right-hand dribble, left side. Looks at the coach for the play call. Goes pick and roll with Eminer, and it's a beautiful find on the pick and roll. Jones to Eminer for her second field goal. Back to a 4-point Nighthawks lead. Gonzalez, top of the key, around her right elbow screen. Pick and pop with Knuckles. She turns down the 3. Dribbles and gives to Rogers. Keeley, right-hand dribble to the basket. Flips one up, no good. Left it short. Offensive rebound was tapped by Hill, but right to Jones. Jones sprints into the front court. Dishes right corner, Kale. She pump fakes, throws it inside. Eminer looks for a back cut. Nothing there. Dishes out. Preston, top of the key. 3 in the air. Swish. Zanae Preston having a day. That's her 4th 3. Timeout Mike Mincy at the 7-11 mark of the third quarter. North Georgia's made 8 threes in 16 tries, led by Zanae Preston's 4 triples and 18 points. A season high for Preston brings us to a break in the action. Carson-Newman's down 7. Its largest lead comes at the 7-11 mark of the third. How will the Eagles respond? We find out together after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Carson-Newman down by 7 points, 44-37. Zanae Preston's reset her career high on that 3-point field goal. She set a career high against Carson-Newman last season with 17. She's done it again against the Eagles with 18 in this one. Carson-Newman ball 3 minutes into the third. Knuckles rips through, driving to the right block. Pump fakes a shot, goes off glass, missed it short. Rebound Jones. Knuckles is 2 of 10 from the field for Carson-Newman. Across the timeline goes Avery Jones with a right-hand dribble. Jones crosses over, going to the basket, spins, but traveled. Took an extra step as she tried to get to her right and turns it over. 6:45 to play in this third quarter. A lot of time left in this basketball game as Knuckles will exit, and in comes Chloe Heath. So Heath, who buried a 3 in the first half, gets some opportunity at the 5 spot for CN. Gonzalez chest pass to Caroline Hill, who's been quiet, just 1 shot attempt. Caroline right-hand dribble, crossing over, gets into the lane, stops, chest pass to Sullivan. Jen rips through, going to the basket, goes left corner, but the pass was caught by Rebecca Spate, the athletic trainer, instead of the intended target, Caroline Hill. Good hands by Spate, but not where the ball needed to end up. It's Carson-Newman's 5th turnover. And he gives it back to the Nighthawks. Shot clock didn't reset as the Nighthawks inbounded the ball, and now they'll reset with an inbound to Preston. 44-37, Nighthawks can add on to their largest lead of the half. Martin rips through, going to the basket against Sullivan, puts it up, and it's short, no good. Rebound deflected, and Chloe Heath tracks it down in the far corner. No numbers as Rogers brings it into the front court. Looks for the trailer, Sullivan. Sullivan bobbles the ball, but corrals it. Jen crosses over, goes left corner for Caroline Hill. 4 minutes into the third, Hill lining up a three. It's off to the right, no good. Eminer the rebound and got fouled by Chloe Heath. That's the third foul on Chloe Heath with 5:55 to play in the frame as Madeline Ladd will come into the game, and out goes Caroline Hill. Gonzalez also out of the game, and here comes Carly Hayworth. The Lady Eagles made 8 shots out of 20 attempts in the first quarter, but since then has gone 3 of 22 from the field. Has missed 7 of its last 8 during this recent stretch and is scoreless in 2.5 minutes. Nighthawks trying to push this lead out even farther. Kale around his screen, stops the baseline, throws it inside, but we've got a foul underneath. Madeline Ladd pushed over Kendall Eminer in the painted area. They had the switch with Ladd guarding her, and that's what led to the foul underneath. First on Ladd, second by Carson-Newman in the frame. Inbound coming for UNG at the 5:39 mark of the frame. It'll be Kale inbounding. Looks for a lob pass. It's not there. Looks for the corner pass. There it is to Jones. She rips through, gives it to Eminer, back to Jones. Driving middle against Sullivan. Falls down, loses the ball. Turnover. Rogers the steal. 5.5 to play. 5-on-4. Rogers hands off. Sullivan pump fakes a 3. Driving in the lane. Bounces. Heath catches, shoots, and scores off glass. Jen Sullivan's third assist leads to Chloe Heath's second field goal. 5-point game. Eagles with just their second basket of the quarter. Kale goes right around Ladd, but missed the bunny from the right block. Rebound, Madeline Ladd. She sprints front court with a right-hand dribble. Hands off for Hayworth. Lob to Heath. Back to Sullivan. Halfway through the third. Sullivan around a Heath screen. Turns down the 3. Gives it back to Heath. Left wing 3 in the air. Swish! Chloe Heath with 5 in a row, and it's a 2-point game. 4:45 to go third quarter. Heath giving the Eagles a spark. Carson-Newman has more made field goals this quarter than it did in the second now. Preston around his screen. Backing down Hayworth. Goes to the basket. High flip off the glass is good. Zane Preston is a problem right now. She has 20 points, and UNG leads again by 4. Sullivan around his screen. Skip pass left side, Rogers. Right-hand dribble to the free throw line. Back to the basket. She spins, kicks it back out front. Hayworth. Carly, right-hand dribble around a Heath screen. Lines up a deep 2. It's up off the glass. No. Rebound. Kicks out to Hayworth. Carly. Low pass for Heath. She controls. Chest pass. A ball over to Sullivan. 4 to play in the frame. Jen around his screen. Pick and pop. Heath gives it to Rogers at the baseline. Rogers spinning. Defender falls. Rogers goes around her for a right-hand layup. Missed it, though. Rebound Simmons. Simmons needs help and lobs for Preston. 46-42 as Preston sprints into the front court. Right-hand dribble, right wing. Crossover from Preston. Spins baseline against Sullivan and lost it out of bounds, but it was off Sullivan's foot. Timeout at the 3:41 mark of this third quarter. Carson-Newman's hanging around despite shooting woes here at the Convocation Center, a large part to North Georgia's defense. It's 46-42. There are 3 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the third frame. We're back to wrap up the third from Lynn Cottrell Arena after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member owned, and service driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Andrew Rogers back in Dahlonega, Georgia, 4-point game as the Nighthawks get ready to inbound. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you by visiting trilite.net. Caroline Martin's back into the game at the free throw line. She goes. She kicks it out to Simmons for a corner three that's short. Rebound taps around. Martin collects, rips through, drives to the basket, and gets swatted from behind by Knuckles. Great defending by Carson-Newman after giving up the offensive rebound. Knuckles or maybe Gonzalez will get credited for that block. Martin left elbow, throws it inside, and Eminer's fouled. Trying to seal in Chloe Heath. That is Chloe Heath's fourth foul at the 3:24 mark. She's got 8 points, a career high. Heath stays in the game with 4 fouls. Martin right elbow. Driving baseline, cut off by Gonzalez. Now drives middle with the left hand. Forces one up, missed it off the glass. Didn't hit anything except the glass, and Heath rebounds for Carson-Newman. Gives it to Gonzalez. Approaching 3 to play in the third. Gonzalez thought about a step in 3. Instead crosses over at the free throw line. Goes right corner. Chloe Heath lining up another 3. This one's short. Long rebound into the corner. Knuckles tracks it down. Out front to Gonzalez to Hayworth. Second chance for CN. Mike Mincy yelling for a play. 10 to shoot. Hayworth to Ladd. Left wing, Knuckles. Knuckles to Heath. Back to Ladd. 5 to shoot. Ladd cross-court skip. Hayworth's wide open for a 3. Off to the right. Rebound kill. Carson-Newman 6 of 20 from deep. 2.5 to play in the third. Simmons throws it inside. Eminer back out front. And a pass way behind Preston. And it'll go all the way out of bounds from one end line to the other. And Carson-Newman forces UNG into its 13th turnover. 2:28 to play. Eagles will bring Heath out with those 4 fouls. And return to the floor, Jennifer Sullivan. 2:28 to play. Inbound for Carly Hayworth. Looking, late entry, right corner. Gonzalez driving middle. Drives, puts one up, and is fouled. Hannah Kale was beat off the bounce by Gonzalez's right-hand dribble to draw the contact. Free throws for Emily at the 2:25 mark of this third quarter. Carson-Newman is 10 of 12 from the line. As Gonzalez spins the ball in her hands, she is 4 of 4 and misses for the first time. Eagles have only missed now 3 free throws in this game, but the free throw line is where Carson-Newman's excelled this year, and they need all the freebies they can get the way this offensive performance has gone so far from the field. It is a one-possession game as Gonzalez splits the pair, 46-43. Martin dribbles into the front court off to Jaylee Store. Now to Jones, left corner, Martin. Martin, one-hand pass to Jones, or check that, Kale out front. Nothing really doing right now for North Georgia. Kale between the legs dribble, driving inside the arc, stops, kicks it out. Gonzalez tips it into the hands of Jones, who drives baseline, floats one up, and it's good and one. A possession that was going nowhere leads to an Avery Jones and one, her 10th point. Extends the lead out to 5 again. 48-43, 2 to play in the frame. Gonzalez commits her second and the team's 4th. 3-point play is not complete by Jones. Too strong on the free throw. 48-43. Eagles can keep it a one-possession game with a score on this trip. Moving left to right, it's Gonzalez. Around a Knuckles screen. Reverse to Madeline Ladd. Ladd rips through going middle, gives to Gonzalez. Emily with a jab step. Defender switches. She drives to the free throw line. Pump fakes, goes baseline. Knuckles out to Ladd. Right wing 3 in the air. Swish! Carson-Newman needed it, and Ladd buried it. 7-3 for the Eagles. First from Ladd off the bench. It's a 2-point game. 90 ticks to play in the third. Martin rejects the screen, driving baseline, flips it up and got fouled. Martin was just out of control, barreling into Sullivan and got the whistle her way. First on Sullivan, 5th team foul. It's a shooting, though. And free throws coming for the All-American Martin. .125 to play. Martin with 6 in the game. First one's in the air. It's swished in. She leads all active players in all divisions of NCAA women's college basketball in free throws attempted and made in her career. Not just at the Division II level, but in all levels. Talks about her longevity at this level, as well as her ability to draw free throws and get to the foul line. 50-46, she made both. Carson-Newman ball, 75 seconds to go in the quarter. Sullivan, chest pass, Ladd. Right wing dribble to Hayworth. Now left side, Gonzalez to the baseline, Ladd. High pass, she controls late. Throws it inside. Knuckles has a switch. They kick it back out, though, to Gonzalez. Gonzalez spins, goes left corner. Ladd lining up another three. This one hit the glass first and misses. Rebound, Jaylee Storr. Skip it front court for Kale. Crossover dribble around Hayworth to the basket. Flips it off glass and good. 4 straight for North Georgia to lead back to 6. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble to the basket, all the way to the rim. Missed the shot, but got fouled. Carson-Newman raced quickly into the front court. Almost got a 2-for-1 to draw the foul on Jaylee Storr, her second, UNG's 4th of the quarter. Free throws for Emily Gonzalez as Keely Rogers, Caroline Hill return to the floor. Hayworth, Ladd exit. 41.5 seconds to play. Gonzalez back to the free throw line. She is 5 of 6 in this game. First one's in the air, and it's swished in. Emily has now 8 points in this game and has matched her career high and made free throws in a game. Trying to get a career high in free throws made, and she does, making the second one. She's got 7 made free throws to make up for her 9 points. 52-48. Eagles continue to hang around. They've trailed by as many as 7 in this third quarter, but have not been any closer than 2, which it's been at early in this third and just a couple of possessions ago. Storr lobs it right inside. McLaughlin missed the shot inside. Got it back. Missed it again. Rebound to the baseline. Hill tracks it down. Shot clock is dark. Gonzalez throws it ahead. Knuckles the catch. Kicks it out. Rogers, left corner, 3 in the air. Air ball. McLaughlin rebound, and we've got a foul on Knuckles underneath. 14.5 seconds to play in the third quarter. We'll walk 94 feet right to left here to shoot free throws for North Georgia. First on Knuckles. Eagles had no fouls to give, so Ava McLaughlin will shoot free throws for North Georgia. Her first free throw attempts of the year. It's played just 5 minutes, and the first one is swished in. 53-48. Carson-Newman could have held for the final shot, but he elected to go quickly, and it's going to lead to North Georgia points here at the end of the quarter. Next one's short. Rebound, tapped around. It's loose. Knuckles comes away with it and got fouled. Jaylee Storr committed a foul underneath, and so one foul leads to another after the missed free throw. Buffy Burson just puts her head and stares into the hardwood floor after that foul. Almost a similar reaction to what Mike Binsey had after his team fouled here late in this quarter. Knuckles to the line. First free throw is in the air, and it's in and out, no good. Maddie has 8 points in this game. Her second miss from the line. She is 3 of 5 in this game. One dribble. Next one's in the air. It's switched in. 53-49 the score. Caroline Martin back to the floor. McLaughlin out. So a 5-guard lineup for Buffy Burson to close the period. Martin crosses the timeline with 8 seconds. Right-hand dribble. She's going to get a screen at 4 instead. Turns up and just shoots a 3 and airballed it. Instead of driving to the basket, just pulled up for a 3 before the screen and missed it. 2 seconds to play in the quarter. Rogers inbounds. Gonzalez catches and will not get a shot out. We've played 3 quarters. North Georgia extended its lead out to as many as 7 points in the third quarter, but a 2-point halftime lead is now just 4 points for North Georgia after 3 quarters. Carson-Newman hanging around, but it's been all North Georgia who has led since early in the second quarter. We head to the final period. 10 more minutes on the board. Eagles down 4 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeandeagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Andrew Rogers back courtside at Lynn Cottrell Arena, North Georgia's Convocation Center, 53-49. Carson-Newman trails, and we'll see North Georgia start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Inbound to Preston in the fourth quarter has begun. Preston dribbles all the way to the right wing, now into the deep right corner, looking for an entry pass. It's not there. Now they throw it high post Jones. She rips through around a screen, try to pass into the corner, and Gonzalez deflected it out. So Carson-Newman shot 12% in the second quarter, is shooting 26%, or shot 26% in the third, and has shot 19% since the first quarter, but is in this game, shooting 27% for the entire game. 8 to shoot. Preston dribbling out front. Right-hand dribble. Gives to Jones. Right wing. 4 to shoot. Eminer in the lane. Shoots one up and got fouled. A late whistle as Knuckles blocked the shot and got dinged for a foul. Her second. Mike Mincy in awe at the whistle. Knuckles was pleading that she got all ball. One of the top shot blockers in the country commits the first foul of the fourth quarter. Eminer to the line. First one's up and swished in. North Georgia's 10 of 13 from the line. Carson-Newman's 14 of 18. Fouls pretty 50-50, but the Eagles have attempted 5 more free throws. Second one's good, 55-49. Theme of this fourth quarter is going to be, can Carson-Newman find some consistent offense shooting the ball? Gonzalez to the basket. That will help as she forces one and muscles it up and in for 2. Emily's second field goal brings her into double figures with 11. It's 55-51. Preston dribbles at the NG logo near midcourt, now approaches the top of the key and gives it pass to Jones. Throw it inside. Eminer, the catch. The left-hand layup is going to roll around and through. A couple of baskets or a couple of field goals now for Eminer to start the fourth quarter. Back to 6 points is the North Georgia lead. Handoff Rogers. Chest pass Sullivan. Jen asking for a screen. It comes from Knuckles at the right wing. Jen turns it down, tried to cross over, and Preston picked her pocket. Long skip into the front court. Eminer's got it, driving to the basket, flips it up, and no good. Rogers the rebound and got fouled. Good defending by Caroline Hill, sprinting back into the picture to disrupt the Eminer layup. And then the Eagles were fouled as Rogers grabbed the rebound. First team foul. Gives the ball back to Carson-Newman, who trails by 6 points, 90 seconds into this fourth quarter. Caroline Hill out front gives to Knuckles. The foul was on Avery Jones, by the way, her first. Off to Sullivan. She pump fakes a 3, steps back at the left wing in front of the Eagles bench, has the switch, goes by Eminer, puts one up and got fouled. Jones was late recovering on the dribble drive to the basket, and she is dinged for another foul. Second on Avery Jones, second in the matter of 7 seconds, and it leads to free throws for Jen Sullivan. Sullivan's first free throw is in the air, and it's swished in, 57-52. Eagles again hanging around that 6-5-4 3-point deficit mark, but have not been able to get over the hump and tie or take the lead in this second half, and really since the second quarter. 57-53. Sullivan makes both. She has 16 to lead the Eagles. Preston brings it into the front court. 4 starters and Jaylee Storr, a bench player out there for the Nighthawks. Preston looking inside, nothing there. Bounces for Storr, now right elbow. She rips through, crosses over against Rogers, lost the ball, recovers it, and we've got a tie-up. The arrow favors Carson-Newman. He gets a defensive stop with 7:55 to play in the fourth. And gets the ball back, down 4. Eagles are 7 of 32 from the field since the first quarter. Made 8 first-quarter field goals, has 7 since the first quarter. Rogers, left wing, chest pass, Knuckles. Tried a backdoor pass. It got deflected and stolen. It's Carson-Newman's 7th turnover, but it comes at a bad time. Preston, left wing dribble. Inside the arc, out to Kale. Throw it high post. Eminer, and she fouled Knuckles, and then Eminer fell over Knuckles as the two go colliding underneath. 7.5 to play. Knuckles is called for her 3rd. So you've got Heath and Knuckles who have been tasked with some interior defending, committing some fouls. That's Knuckles' 3rd. Heath on the bench with 4. Worth to keep an ear out for as we continue on if that foul trouble becomes an issue down the stretch. 2nd team foul on the Eagles this period. North Georgia will inbound left baseline. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at SeeingEagles.com/Modern Woodman to help secure your family's financial future. 7:32 to play in the game. Carson-Newman's not led since early in the second. Inbound Jones, left elbow. Fakes a pass, now goes Preston, right wing 3. She's made a bunch. This one's off to the left, and the rebound's last touch by UNG. Rare miss from Preston. She was 4 of 5 from deep with 20 points before that miss. Eagles ball. It can go back down to a 1-possession game once again as Gonzalez gives a pass to Rogers. Back to the basket. She flips for Knuckles. Top of the key 3 off to the left. Rebound Jaylee Storr. Some of these looks are really good. They're just not falling for an Eagles team that is 7 of 24 from 3. Preston pump fakes a 3. Gives to Jones. Now to Storr. To the left block, Eminer. Back to the corner, Storr. Halfway through the possession, Preston spins against Sullivan. Pump fakes a shot. Goes corner for Storr, who drives middle now. Floats one up, and it bounces around and out. Rebound Rogers. She has 8 of them. Carson-Newman down 4, moving front court. Gonzalez to the trailing Rogers. Top of the key. Chest pass, Hill into the left corner. Emily Gonzalez, jab steps, goes to Sullivan. Left wing 3, in the air, short. Rebound deflects out of bounds. Knuckles tried to deflect it to Gonzalez in the left corner, but Gonzalez was also crashing, and so it goes out off CN, and North Georgia has the ball. Both teams are on a scoring drought right now. North Georgia's not scored in over 2.5 minutes, and Carson-Newman's not scored in 2 minutes. Preston, right wing, crosses over around an Eminer screen at the free throw line. Knifes through to the right block, forces one up with a floater missed, and we've got a foul over the back on Jaylee Storr. Storr commits her 4th foul. That's the first Nighthawk with 4 fouls. And it gives Carson-Newman the ball back, 3rd team foul. Knuckles exits. Chloe Heath, who has 8 points and 12 minutes off the bench, is back in the game. Heath has 4 fouls, though. Can she stay on the floor here and not commit a 5th? 4 minutes into the 4th quarter. Eagles down 4. Sullivan around his screen. Pick and pop with Heath. She turns down the 3. Gives it back to Sullivan. Jen at the right wing. Dancing against Preston. Crossover dribble inside the arc. Goes to the basket. Flips it up off glass and scores. Jennifer Sullivan got in her bag and scores her 6th field goal. It ends a 2.5-minute scoring drought. It brings the Eagles within 2. 5:40 to play, and Buffy Burson wants a timeout. Again, Carson-Newman is just hanging around here at the Convocation Center. It's trailed by as many as 7 points in this second half, which isn't a large deficit, but when you have not led since the second quarter, it's felt like that. This game has been played between a 2-point and 7-point deficit throughout. Eagles within striking distance after a Sullivan layup to bring her up to a team-high 18 for the Eagles. Timeout with 5:41 to play here at North Georgia. Nighthawks in front by 2 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
North Georgia ball after it called timeout. Caroline Martin back into the game, and she inbounds for Zane Preston, who has 20 points to lead all scorers. Inbound or entry feed to Eminer, back out. Preston, right wing, 3 short. Rebound deflects, and Chloe Heath collects. Heath deflects to Rogers, who brings it front court to Jennifer Sullivan. Carson-Newman can take its first lead with a 3-point field goal on this trip since the second quarter. Sullivan in the lane. Shot off glass, missed it. Rebound, Preston. Preston has her 4th rebound. Sprinting into the front court, gives to Kale. She pump fakes a 3, drives to the basket, dishes it off. Eminer, the catch and the deuce. Good find there. Kale's 3rd assist leads to Eminer's 4th field goal. 59-55, or halfway through the 4th. Gonzalez to Rogers. Keeley, right-hand dribble, gives to Sullivan, who's wide open. Right wing 3 in the air. It's short, no good. Jen has made just 3 threes on 8 tries. That was wide open. UNG was not defending her. Kale tries to add to the lead and misses the 3 at the right wing. Kind of a quick shot that I don't think Buffy Burson wanted. And it gives Carson-Newman the possession back. Rogers out. Sybil Penland gets her first second-half action with 4:39 to play in the 4th quarter. Penland played 4 minutes in the first half. 4.5 to play. Sullivan's got the ball in her hands with her team down 4. Dribbling at the top of the key. Crosses over. They switch Eminer onto her. Sullivan drives, puts one up, and got fouled. One official had out of bounds off North Georgia. The other had a foul on Kendall Eminer. Her 2nd foul, the team's 4th, but it was a shooting foul, so it'll be free throws for the senior guard Sullivan out of Knoxville, Tennessee. In her 2nd season, she has 18 points and can add to her total at the stripe. Sullivan was fantastic yesterday. She matched her career high with 6 made triples and a 38-point win over Clayton State and recorded her 8th career 20-point game. Buries that free throw, 59-56. And with this made free throw, if she can knock it down, and she does, has her 8th career 20-point game and back-to-back 20-point games to bring Carson-Newman within 2. 59-57 the score. Kale to Martin. Martin to the free throw line. Stops, pivots, gives to Jones. Jones driving left. Pick and pop with Martin. She pump fakes the deep 2. Gives it back to Jones. 4 to play in the game. Jones to Preston, the left corner. 8 to shoot. Preston driving middle. Kicks it to Kale. Kale rips through, driving baseline. 3 to shoot. Kale at the free throw line. Driving, flips one up, and it's an air ball. Shot clock violation. What a defensive stand by CN. 15th UNG turnover. Carson-Newman ball with another chance to take the lead or tie the game. This game has not been in Carson-Newman's lead or tied since the second quarter, early in the second quarter. Sullivan, left elbow, met by 2 defenders, gives to Gonzalez, left wing, gives it back to Jen. Top of the key, 3 for the lead, spins in and out. Rebound fought for, it's a jump ball. And the arrow favors the Nighthawks, much to the displeasure of UNG's faithful. Thought Eminer had a clear rebound, but Sybil Penland got her paws in there to tie it up. Could be meaningful the rest of the way as that arrow flips back in CN's direction. 59-57. Good one here in Dahlonega. Left wing, Jones throws it inside. Eminer is fouled before a shot. Emily Gonzalez reached in on the entry feed. That is the 4th on Emily. So 4 fouls on Emily Gonzalez, 4 fouls on Chloe Heath, and they are both in the game. Mike Mincy's going for a sub, and he's bringing Keely Rogers back in, and out goes Gonzalez. So a lineup that is not played too often. It's Hill, Sullivan, Rogers, Penland, Heath. A senior, a junior, a sophomore, and 2 freshmen. Inbound to Jones. Top of the key, right-hand dribble. Chest pass, Martin. Martin, right-hand dribble to the right block. Forces one up, missed it. Sullivan, good individual defending. Rebound, Chloe Heath. Her 6th rebound. Sullivan into the front court with 3 to play. Gives off Chloe Heath. Pump fakes a 3, gives it back to Sullivan. Jen has 20 to lead. Carson-Newman drives, dishes. Penland the catch, the layup, missed it. Too strong. Rebound, Kale. Kale sprints into the front court. Right-hand dribble, and will ease it up. Carson-Newman has now missed 6 of its last 7 shots. Jones, crossover at the free throw line, driving, shooting, and missing the shot. Sybil Penland, the defensive rebound. She gives to Rogers and has her pocket stolen by Jones. Right-hand layup good, 61-57. Jones with a heads-up play. And Mike Mincy wants a timeout. 2:15 to play. A turnover in the backcourt. A rare Carson-Newman turnover. The 8th of the game for the Eagles leads to an easy 2. And North Georgia leads by 4. That snaps a 3-minute scoring drought with Avery Jones's 5th field goal and 12th point. 61-57 in a game that Carson-Newman's not led since the second quarter, but has not trailed by as many as 7. That's only been as far out as North Georgia's lead has gotten, despite having the lead since the 8:51 mark of the second quarter, and not letting it go. Carson-Newman shooting just 27%, but is in this basketball game because of some quality defensive work. They've made 18 free throws as well. But since shooting 40% in the first quarter, Carson-Newman is shooting 19% since. They are 8 of 40. 8 of 41, rather. Sullivan gets the inbound. 2 to play. Jen, top of the key, down 4, steps into a 3. It's up, it's swished in. Jennifer Sullivan's 4th 3. She has 23 points. It is a 1-point game. Cold-blooded take from Sullivan. It was a contested 3, and she buried it. Jones, paint, drives, dishes. Eminer, the catch, the jump hook, right hand. It's up, good, and 1. And Chloe Heath just fouled out. Good positioning for Eminer. Count the field goal. It's her 5th. And with a $1:48 left, North Georgia can go back up 2 possessions as Heath will exit with those 5 personal fouls, and Sybil Penland will also exit. Gonzalez returns with knuckles. So Chloe Heath fouls out in her 4th career game, but it's a good game for her. In 17 minutes, she scores 8 points, grabs 6 rebounds, and makes 2 threes. Eminer's free throw is in the air. It is off the front of the iron, the backboard, and through. A $1:45 to play. North Georgia's lead back to 4. 64-60. Gonzalez out front. Right-hand dribble gives to Sullivan. Sullivan overhead pass. Rogers to Hill, left wing. They set a down screen for Maddie Knuckles. She rips through, driving to the basket. Right block shot off glass. Muscles it up and in. Back to a 2-point game. Under 90 seconds to play. 64-62. Knuckles into double figures with 11. Jones, right wing in front of the Nighthawks bench. Around his screen at the free throw line. Kicks it out. It's deflected. Gonzalez can't track it down. It's loose near midcourt. And finally a foul called near midcourt with Hill going after the ball. She came up with it, but fouled Zanae Preston going after it. Shot clock was at 10. It's the 5th team foul as well on Carson-Newman, so they had none to give, and it's free throws for Zanae Preston with 1 minute and 8 seconds to play. Preston in the game is 2 of 2. Her team is 12 of 15. First one is in the air, and it is good. Zanae Preston has reset her career high with 21 points in this game, 65-62. Next one up good as well. North Georgia's got it back out to a 2-possession lead. Gonzalez springing the ball near midcourt. Coming up on a minute to play. Gonzalez hands off Sullivan. She pump fakes it 3 steps back. It's in the air. It's off the front of the iron. No. Rebound to flex out off North Georgia. 58 seconds. Mike Mincy is sparking out his baseline inbound call. Shot clock resets to 20. Kendall Eminer's coming back into the game. Carson-Newman doesn't need a 3, just needs a basket here to get this back to a 1-possession game here in the final minute. Knuckles around his screen, driving, goes right corner. Gonzalez lining up a corner triple. It's off the back of the iron. No. Rebound out of bounds off of Carson-Newman for now. One official had it differently and changes the call. It was clearly off the Nighthawks is Jones, who hit the deck. The baseline official called it Carson-Newman, or called it North Georgia ball. The official near the Eagles bench came in and was the one to change the call. Ava McLaughlin's going to come back into the game and replace Eminer. 9 seconds came off during that sequence. Shot clock back to 20. The Eagles inbound down 4. Lob it, left elbow, caught by Knuckles, gives to Rogers. Rogers looking, nothing there, bounces for Matty Knuckles. 14 to shoot. Rogers rips through, going to the basket, goes corner. Gonzalez pump fakes a 3, driving middle. 7 seconds to shoot to the right corner. It's a Knuckles 3 that's blocked. Hill grabs the rebound. 3 seconds. Caroline loses it. Out of bounds. Martin just inside the corner, deep corner. Martin takes it away. Lobs front court. And now the Eagles have to foul Caroline Martin with 21 seconds to play. Knuckles tried a 3, got it blocked. Caroline Hill was going after the offensive rebound and could not save it to her team. Martin took it away in the deep corner and just barely kept it in along this near sideline. And with 21 seconds, Caroline Martin, the active career leader in free throw makes, is at the stripe. First one's up, good. Swish. Martin has 9. North Georgia has forced Carson-Newman to shoot 28% in this game. Regardless, make or miss here, it'll stay a 2-possession game. The next one's up, and it spins in and out. Rogers rebound. Mike Mincy telling his team to hurry into the front court. Rogers looking down 5 are the Eagles. They give it to Sullivan. Top of the key. She steps back. Long 3 in the air. It's off to the left. Martin rebound. 10 seconds. And she's fouled with 8.3 to play. Carson-Newman has been really close to securing a critical road win, but in a game that has not led since early in the second quarter, has not been able to get over the hump throughout this second half, and has only trailed by as many as 7 as Martin's first free throw swished in. It's a 6-point game. The next one's going to be the big one. That'll probably effectively end the game. Martin back to the stripe. The free throw is up into the air. It's good. 3-possession game. 69-62. Timeout called by Carson-Newman. Mike Mincy's requesting a 30-second timeout. Carson-Newman's going to see this North Georgia team again on Tuesday for what is Carson-Newman's home opener at Holt Fieldhouse. It'll be a 2 o'clock tip in Jefferson City, Tennessee, against what will, at the time, I guess still probably be the 14th rated Nighthawks, because the WBCA's new poll won't come out until that evening. So when the game is played, North Georgia will still be rated 14th. That could change by the end of the game. But Carson-Newman certainly will not be displeased with this effort, other than just struggling to put the ball in the basket. Just 27% shooting, but they've been close, and they have not kept themselves out of this game at all. They've been within reach the entire time. Inbound to Knuckles is deflected and stolen. Carson-Newman won't foul. 4 seconds. That'll be the Eagles' 9th turnover, and that brings the game to an end. Much needed win for North Georgia to get back in the win column, thanks to a career-high 22 points from Zanae Preston. The final score from the Convocation Center, it's 69-62. North Georgia collects the 7-point victory. And what was the largest lead of the game? They scored the final 5 points in the final 90 seconds of the game to collect the 69-62 victory. The Nighthawks improved to 4-3. Carson-Newman's 500 at 2-2. Mike Mincy and Buffy Burson have faced off many times. They have a good little laugh and probably say, we'll see you Tuesday, as the Nighthawks will venture up to Jefferson City, Tennessee. Final score, 69-62. Domino's post-game report heads your way after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's post-game report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Swing Rutherford 3 up and kaboom! Torrey Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated coffee fueling the Burt Carr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
It's a 7-point loss for Carson-Newman against 14th-rated North Georgia. The Eagles bid for a road win for the first time against a ranked team since 2022 comes up short, losing 69-62 to North Georgia. This is the Domino's post-game report. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID, or get 25% off your entire order when you bring in your business card at lunch. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Eagles hung around for all of this game, but ultimately North Georgia's little 5-0 burst at the end of this game when it was a 2-point game is enough to stiff-arm Carson-Newman away from a road victory, and North Georgia avoids a 2-game losing streak by collecting a 69-62 victory. Jen Sullivan had 23 to base all scores. She made 4 triples and 7 field goals. Emily Gonzalez and Maddie Knuckles, 2 other starters, pitched in 11 points as well. Emily had 7 of her 11 points from the foul line. We'll tell you how we got here. It was Carson-Newman coming out shooting the ball well early on in this game. Maddie Knuckles, Jen Sullivan hit threes on the game's first 2 shots, or Carson-Newman's first 2 shots of the game. It was 6-2, 1 minute in. North Georgia would settle in. The game would go back and forth through the first 5 minutes after the North Georgia Nighthawks tied the game with a Sinead Preston 3, 1 of her 5 in the game. And the Nighthawks would lead by as many as 4 before Carson-Newman scored 8 of the final 11 points of the first and led by 1 at the end of the first quarter. But North Georgia scored the first 5 of the second quarter and would never trail again in this game. Carson-Newman trailed by as many as 6 in the second quarter, tied the game late in the frame before Kendall Eminer made a couple of free throws in the final seconds to give North Georgia a 2-point halftime lead. Jen Sullivan made a layup to start the third quarter to tie the game back again, but North Georgia once again would hold on to a small margin throughout the third quarter, led by again as many as 6 in the third quarter, as many as 7 in that third quarter. Carson-Newman eventually trailed by 4 heading to the fourth quarter, where North Georgia would continue to just stay arm's length away from the Eagles, leading by as many as 6 in the quarter. Carson-Newman got as close as 1 at the 2-minute mark, but only made 1 field goal in the final 2 minutes. Maddie Knuckles' layup at the 1:30 mark to bring a game to the end. The Nighthawks made 5 free throws in the final 68 seconds to secure the 7-point victory. Sinead Preston resets her career high against Carson-Newman for the second straight season. She scores 22 points on 7 made field goals with 4 made three-pointers in the game. Avery Jones had 12, Kendall Eminer had 15, and Caroline Martin had a double-double with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Carson-Newman shoots 27% from the field. North Georgia shoots 37%. Carson-Newman shot 40% and made 8 field goals in the first quarter. It made just 10 field goals in 45 attempts in the final 3 quarters of this game, of the final 30 minutes of the basketball game. Carson-Newman just could not put the ball in the hoop consistently, and if it makes 1 or 2 more shots throughout the game, we might be talking about a Carson-Newman win instead of a Carson-Newman 7-point loss at the hands of the North Georgia Nighthawks. These 2 teams meet next Tuesday afternoon. It's a 2 o'clock tip. The final game before Thanksgiving for the Eagles is against these 14th rated Nighthawks at 2 p.m. at Holt Fieldhouse for Carson-Newman's home opener. We'll take our final break on the Domino's post-game report, wrap things up with the ShopSeenEagles.com scoreboard update in a moment. This is the Eagles Sports Network. Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess energy toward the ground through the ground wire. AEC also offers surge devices for inside your home to defend against possible voltage spikes that could damage your electronics, appliances, or equipment. This service is affordable and dependable. Order today and enjoy no connection fee. AEC, what matters most.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
We wrap up the Domino's post-game report by telling you about Carson-Newman men's basketball's contest against Lander earlier today in Greenwood, South Carolina. The Eagles put together a fantastic performance, gained a lead as many as 19 points in the second half, and defeat Lander 74-61. Led by Jack Browder's double-double, 30 and 15 for Junkyard Jack and a full 40 that he put in today. Made 10 of his 21 field goals, including a game-high 5 threes for a 30 and 15 performance in Carson-Newman's 74-61 victory over Lander. Good road win for Chuck Benson's team that is now 3-0 on the young season. Around the South Atlantic Conference today, Lincoln Memorial secured a 13-point victory over Clayton State. The Rail Splitters are 4-0. Also 4-0 is Coker after a 9-point win over Fayetteville State. In their first road game for the Cobras this season, Concord defeats UVA Wise. Defeats the Cavaliers in their first home game of the year, 91-78. And the final sack score was Belmont Abbey defeating Lenore Rhines 86-83 in a good game in overtime. Aaliyah L's 23, not enough, as Belmont Abbey wins in overtime after rallying in the fourth quarter to force overtime. Wins the game 86-83. Carson-Newman back on the floor. We'll have coverage Tuesday afternoon from Holt Fieldhouse. We hit the airwaves at 1:45 p.m. as the Eagles take on this same North Georgia team in Holt Fieldhouse for the home opener. Once again, from Dahlonega, Georgia, we sign off for the final time. The final score is 69-62. It's a winner for the Nighthawks against Carson-Newman here today. Eagles fall to 2-2. Nighthawks improve to 4-3. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you Tuesday from Holt Fieldhouse. Until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
You've been listening to the Domino's Post-Game Report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years.